3D Rising is up on the island at Hofstra University watching the Long Island Championships, and we just watched the Class B Championship. Shoreham-Wading River took down Garden City by a score of 8-6 in a great battle. We're talking to Shoreham-Wading River head coach Mike Taylor. Coach, congrats on the win. Just take us through what was going right for you guys today.
Well, I think a lot of people know us over the year or so for offense, but I think over the last 3 games our defense has really come into play here. I mean, in the semifinal game we got a shutout in the second half. Then in the last game, the Suffolk Championship, we got another shutout. And I think today holding a team like Garden City to 6 goals. I mean, that's incredible. You hold a team to 6 goals. We have an offense that can score, and that's where our success is coming out of right now. Some good defensive stands.
Your senior netminder, Jimmy Puckey, incredible day for him. A big guy going on to play college football. Just talk about what he was doing today.
Jimmy Puckey is unbelievable. And if you ask Jimmy Puckey, he will tell you he does not even like lacrosse. He says he's a football guy. But the thing that Jimmy Puckey likes is he loves his brothers. And he plays every single moment like a champion for those kids. You won't find a kid that's more team-oriented than that big man. Pleasure to be around. And if my own kids can turn out like Jimmy Puckey, I'd be more than happy.
And then you had a big performance out of Kevin Coutinella, senior with 4 goals today. Just talk about what he was able to do.
Not only did he have 4 goals, he had 4 goals out of 5 shots. And Kevin's the quarterback on the football team. I think you saw a little bit of that today. He doesn't play at a high speed, but his mind is playing at that high speed. As he's dodging and moving around, you can see that he's scanning the field and setting up. And again, when a guy can go 4 or 5 shooting, I'll take that any day. And he had half our goals. So when they did a good job shutting down our best kid, Chris Gray, with their defenseman. That's an outstanding job. Kevin, raised his level to the bar there, and did a good job carrying us through.
You're a second-year head coach here. Taking over a program that has a long, storied history. You've developed this program develops players. I see one of them sitting in the stands, Timmy Rotans. Just talk about your approach to developing players and how you've been able to get this team better over the course of the season.
Well, I think what you hit it right on the head. The culture in Shoreham is the reason why I'm here. I went from being a 15-year college coach. When I had the opportunity to get a program like Shoreham, it was an easy choice because I knew the culture and everything was in place. I then put myself in on running the youth from kindergarten all the way through and developed my system. And my system, honestly, is what we've been doing a lot of is I've been making the team. I'm originally from Canada, so we've been doing a lot of box lacrosse with these guys. So all fall, winter, we did a lot of field, but we also did our same share of box lacrosse. And I think you can see that on the finishing side. I think you can see that with the pick and rolls and how our defense is switching on picks and doing the stuff off ball. And I'm a big believer in that transition game and speeding it up. I loved watching that Brown type of offense, and we like to do the same thing. We push transition as much as we can and take some chances. I think the game is slowed down too much. I think it should be a fast-played game, and I think it's a creative game. I think the kids should be creative and play that way. And I let them do that, and you'll see from the youth all the way up that I'm allowing the kids to be creative and score any way they can.
That's awesome. Coach, just talk about how hard it's going to be. The New York State Championships is always tough. Once you get past this round, you might not know that much about the next opponent. Just talk about the challenges that this brings.
I think the biggest challenges from, especially coming from college, is the prep time. You're talking about 2 days before you play a state championship, a downstate, and then an upstate. Not knowing another team and not having the film work. So the focus is going to have to be focusing on our team and getting ourselves better at what we do. I think we're gonna have to do that because I don't think you're gonna have enough time to focus on what the other team's doing. So we're gonna get at it, as soon as we can. We'll enjoy this win and we'll get back to work and get ready to maybe make some history here.
Coach, I wanted to jump back to one thing. Speaking about player development, you've got a couple of kids that are young players that we happen to see over the fall or over the course of the winter months. Just talk about New York State. This is where you see young kids like that. You have 2 8th graders playing for you, and they make contributions. Just talk about that and what you're able to do to bring them along over the course of their careers, you think?
I got lucky, I think, again, because I immersed myself in with the youth. I got a chance to see 2 8th graders. If I didn't do that, I might not have even known about them. Here I am in the fall seeing these 2 8th graders play, and as I'm watching them play, I'm like, they might not only be able to play with me, they might be able to contribute. I mean, if anyone gets to see that last goal that Xavier Arline has, I mean, in a Long Island Championship game, he drives off, hand turns the corner, and scores behind the back, and that goes a lot with the creative and the boxing. And he and I spent a lot of time doing box together. And then you have Jack Schertz on the other end, taking the ball away from some of the kids that are going to Division I and are seniors as an 8th grader. I can't ask anything better than that. And that's the development that we have and the culture that we have at Shoreham, and I'm blessed to be involved with it.
Well, Coach, thanks so much, and congrats on this win. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.